My name is Jason. Today is Monday, November 24th, 2025, and we're coming at you from Chicago. Today we have a band that's putting their own stamp on indie rock. Their music isn't afraid to show its roots, combining elements of folk and a little bit of Southern influence to give a truly unique take on the genre. All the way from Pawleys Island, Winyah. Take it away, guys.
That's the sound of his keys in his pocket. He'd smoke a cigarette if he thought that he would get just a little bit more attention. It's no good, it's no fun just to be the only one without any self-ambition. But to you it's all just fine, cause you knew it all the time. He was only there to cause you tension. There's no sense in sowing seeds in the dirt that's full of weeds, even if you were disappointed badly. I don't know what else to say. Does it still hurt you today? Do you ever think it goes away? Lonely girl, baby, it's not your world. No matter stuck at the end.
Hey guys, this has always been something strange for us here at Audiotree. Over 88% of you who watch our videos are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. So could we please ask you a favor? If you like the show and you like discovering new music and you want to support us, the free and simple way to do that is to just hit the subscribe button. And our commitment to you is that if you do that, our team will continue to get the best bands we can. We'll listen to your feedback. We'll book the bands you want to see on the show, and we'll continue spreading the word of live music to the world. Thank you so much. That was awesome, guys. I love a song with a good shuffle behind it. And I love when you guys, during that bridge section, that guitar lead harmonization, I'm like, oh, okay. We're adding a little bit of spice to the mix here. And also, Jacob, before we even started recording, I was like, big ass hi-hats. Okay, I'm about it. I peeped over there. Those are crash cymbals.
Yeah.
Explain. Tell me what's going on with that.
I got convinced on this. It was kind of a whim purchase. I didn't really know what I was getting into whenever it happened, but I was looking for new hi-hats at the time, and the guy at the drum shop was like, let's just try something new, and gave me two 18 inches and just was like, try this out, see how it goes. So been playing ever since. I do like it. Might switch it up when we go back on tour later on next year, but for now, it's been cool to play on. So
They sound awesome.
Thanks.
That totally cut through during that whole shuffle beat.
fuck yeah, sweet.
Very sick stuff. So, Winyah, you guys just wrapped up a series of shows with Edge Hill, and I did also see that your show here, Lincoln Hall, sold out. How was that?
Ethereal.
Yeah, really
It was
awesome.
insane. So fun.
Ethereal is such a good word, and
yeah.
you know you can't just say that without me asking to elaborate. Give me a little bit more. Tell me about that ethereal feeling.
Yeah, it was our first time headlining here in Chicago. So there was a lot of excitement around that coming into the show. And then I guess we upgraded. We were going to play Shuba's, and then that sold out really quick. And got to upgrade to Lincoln Hall, which I had heard about in the past, and was really excited when we got that upgrade. And then that one sold out really quick, and it was like, holy cow, we're coming to Chicago for the first time and playing a headline show, and it's going to be sold out. And so just like the excitement around it was really cool for us. And then actually playing the show was unreal. The crowd was amazing, and it was just one of my favorite nights that I've ever had playing in our band, for sure.
That's so awesome. And I feel like that's so cool. I mean, Lincoln Hall's not a small venue here. You know, to pack a room like that, that's saying something.
Thank you.
It'll be awesome to see what venue you guys play on your next tour.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm sure it'll be even an upgrade from that.
We can't wait to come back to Chicago. It's
I
a
love
great
it.
place to play music.
Well, good. I'm glad you guys like it, because I love it too. So tell me about Winyah. You guys grew up you guys are from Pawleys Island, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
However, when I was doing research on the band, I read that the name was inspired by a place called Winyah Bay. Can you guys elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah. Winyah Bay is a bay near our hometown in Pawleys Island, South Carolina. And everyone from Pawleys Island and from the area, they kind of know this, but it's like Winyah everything. It's like Winyah dentistry, Winyah pharmacy, Winyah shopping center. And it's just like Winyah this, Winyah that, you know. And so I think that we were all picking band names, and we're like, oh, Winyah would be cool. It's so, prevalent in our lives and in our upbringing. So we kind of just rolled with it. And then after the fact, we found out, I guess we probably knew this subconsciously, but we found out that there's 5 rivers that flow into the bay, and then there's 5 of us. So kind of serendipity there. But yeah, it's like bringing a little piece of home with us wherever we go. That's kind of what we want to do, when we play, and I don't know, helps us maybe quell the homesickness when we're out on the road.
That makes a lot of sense, I think. When you're talking about something that you see, especially like a word like Winyah, I think that's so cool. Because I could guarantee you guys, if I was on tour and I came through that town and I saw everything called Winyah, I'd be like, there's got to be some significance to this, but I'm also confused that Pawleys Island is not called Winyah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's always cool to have that like personal touch,
Absolutely.
and that's such a cool way to represent literally where you come from.
For sure.
So what is the scene like for indie rock down in Pawleys Island? Like, what was it like you guys growing up with music just in general out there?
Oh, man. Someone
For
else
indie rock,
Pretty non-existent.
not a lot of indie rock. You like Jimmy Buffett?
Yeah, I love some Jimmy Buffett.
It's a lot of that.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Charleston has a great music scene, though, and we're just 70 miles north of that. So that's kind of where we got our big main start, was going down there, booking gigs in Charleston. And they have a great music scene, great indie scene down there. Bunch of cool bands that we kind of grew up around watching and trying to become.
Yeah, for sure. I think, growing up, we all kind of did different things. We were playing in a lot of cover bands, jammy, bluesy stuff. I feel like where we're from, the populars are like country music and classic rock, and like jam band stuff as well. So like some Grateful Dead, Fish, and then you get more into the classic rock, and it's like Allman Brothers, Marshall Tucker Band, Rolling Stones, classics like that. And then on the countryside, like I wouldn't say that Pawleys necessarily is a very country place, because we're at the beach, so there are some beachy vibes. You get the Jimmy Buffett there, but like just being from the South and being in South Carolina, I think that we were exposed to a lot of country music growing up. And so, yeah, there's not much indie rock going on in Pawleys Island. Now there is a little bit more than there ever has been. Couple new local bands coming up.
Shout out Channel Bluff.
Yeah, shout out to Channel Bluff. Those are our brothers back at home. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it feels cool to break the mold a little bit. I think that's something that we like, maybe. I don't know.
It cuts through everything you just listed, like all these styles of music and these artists. You could hear it in your music, I get a little beach vibe from the guitar, but it's not like I'm listening to a Jimmy Buffett song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's definitely different. I think that's really cool. You guys are able to pull from all these things that, you discovered in this place and combine them together for this sound. I think
Absolutely.
it's awesome. So that being said, guys, let's hear another song.
Don't you get tired of keeping up with the Joneses? It's okay to focus on your own shit. And don't you get tired of the picture perfect nonsense? Another destination of empty validations. And mom's home alone, she's changing up all the bedrooms and telling herself she's not confused and making amends with the issues. And the kids are all gone, they're chasing after a paycheck. When they come home, they talk waiters, too much to get off their chest. was always there.
And that was Rat Race, not to be confused with the movie I used to watch a lot when I was a kid with Whoopi Goldberg and a bunch of other great celebrities, like the guy who plays Mr. Bean. I can't think of his name, but rock on, guys. So tell me, how did you guys, this specific group of people, how did you guys decide you guys wanted to just play music together one day? How did that come about?
Yeah, so we were all doing different things, playing in different bands and playing music in some way, shape or form.
It was funny, kind of interesting, because we were all spread out at the time, actually.
You answer this one. You're better at this.
I was in Charlotte. Luke was in Paulie's. Rob was in Columbia. Jake was in North Carolina. Tom was in Wofford, and he was just leaving school, starting to get more gigs. And it was like he knew that he was doing music, and we all were sort of doing music on the side. And so it started as like, hey, we can play some of these parties and stuff, get some money on the side. Just a lot of traveling on the weekends, and then kind of grew from there. Fraternities and stuff, and then it just kind of escalated to the point where we were all able to about a year ago kind of like drop in, move to Nashville, and been like on tour most days since.
That's awesome. What was it like, all you guys coming down to Nashville?
It was awesome and terrifying. Very inspiring. I feel like it was a time in our life where we felt that we had a window and we did everything we could to take advantage of it. Looking back on it, I'm very proud of us making that move and the boys following me out there on a whim.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Looking back, it was like finally, especially when all of us were out there, it was like, all right, we're like a real band now. We're like,
Yeah.
we like actually get to go to band practice and stuff.
Yeah, doing the thing.
Yeah, and then looking back though, it is scary. It's like crazy. I can't believe we actually did it, but I'm glad that we did, and I'm proud of us as well.
Before we moved to Nashville, I think that we like our practices were more just playing gigs than actually rehearsing or practicing. So it was pretty integral in the live show that we've built and pretty much everything that we do as a band now.
That makes sense. You guys sound so locked in. You know what I mean?
Thank
It does
you.
sound like you guys are jamming in a room together now. So
Oh, yeah.
that is awesome. So you guys have had a pretty prolific year. Earlier this year saw the release of the debut album, Lot to Learn. Tell me, what was the process like writing these songs and making this record?
Yeah, it was a big mix of us doing a lot of different things and pulling from a lot of different inspirations. We had really just started as a band when the whole like idea of an album came along, and I don't even really think we thought of it as an album. We were just like, all right, let's drop as many singles as we can, like once a month, and then it just kind of like turned into an album. So yeah, like each song came from a very different place. I think like you can kind of break it down into different sections. Like our first EP, if you will, was Feel It All Again, Jaded, the alternate version of Jaded, and Long Time Coming, which were songs that I guess we wrote as a band for the most part, except for Jaded. Luke wrote that one, and then we kind of like teamed it as a band. And then we wrote Lay Me Down right after that, randomly in Luke's house in Nashville one day. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh, then we got thrown on Bonnaroo out of nowhere, and we're like, oh crap, we only have 4 songs out. We need to like play a whole set of originals. So it was like, okay, now we have a month and a half to go and write all of these songs for Bonnaroo. And so we wrote a bunch of originals then that ended up being on the album that we played at Bonnaroo. So it was really like Bonnaroo was the driving factor of like finishing the rest of the album. But like when we started writing these songs, it was never really like an an album thing. It was like let's just drop as much music as we can and play original songs at Bonnaroo and not just try to escape the cover band thing, which is kind of ironic because we have had success doing covers on Instagram and stuff. But, I don't know. None of it's linear, right?
Yeah, I think when you're portraying the record like it is almost more of like a collection of songs, I think that's also a great way to just make a record. And
Totally.
having something like Bonnaroo to kind of light a fire under you guys to get the songwriting process going, sometimes that pressure, I feel like, could create some of the best music.
Absolutely.
That's a huge fest, obviously. So you want to write and you want to produce bangers for the crowd. So
Most definitely.
there you go. And I do think that's cool that you guys kind of did this thing where you released these singles that ending up on the record, throughout that process. I think that's kind of a cool thing we've been seeing with more modern examples of music these days coming out.
Oh, yeah.
So I just want to ask then, lastly, since you guys are now all in Nashville, you guys are all locked in together, we got this record under your belt. What do you guys think creatively going forward you guys are going to do differently as a band, if you will, or how you guys will end up making some more music? Like, what do you think is next?
I mean, going off of the last question into this, we're about to go into the studio to do an entire album at once. So we're kind of flipping in the complete opposite direction. Where first album was like over the course of 10 months, I think. So this time we'll be doing we're going to our friend Matt at Coast Records in January in Charleston. So I think with that, it'll be a little more, we're hoping, like cohesive in the sense that they'll all kind of inform each other a little bit more in the recording process. And writing it has definitely been a bit more like integrated as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. I feel like, we have more of a vision of the project as a whole now. So it's like, it's our first time doing any of this, but we're really, getting into building like a whole world around our album, and not only our album, but our band and the image that we give off and the sound that we give off. And so I think that it's a little bit more thought out now that we're all together and that we've spent so much time together and we know each other so well. And yeah, like Steve-O was saying, I think that these songs they do inform each other a little bit. And yeah, I think that beyond that, I know for a fact that we're going to continue to up our live show and really focus on that aspect as well, because that's something that is extremely important to us, is giving the best show that we can for our fans. And I know that we all have a lot of fun performing live.
That's awesome, guys. I think it's so cool that now you guys are down there locked in. You have this release that you're planning on doing that it does sound more cohesive, because I always believe that when you're working on a group of songs together around a similar timeline, they do kind of feed into each other. And I think that that's a really cool part of what makes an album sometimes. So I'm really excited to hear what you guys put out. And I just think it's so cool. You guys are so prolific. Putting out your first record this year and you're already gearing up to record your second. I don't think a lot of bands could say that within a year's span of time.
Got to keep the ball rolling, man. Pedal to the metal. Life is too short.
Yeah, it's impressive. Very impressive stuff, guys. So that being said, let's hear the rest of what you guys got today.
All right. What are we playing now, boys? Lay Me Down? All right, cool. This one's called Lay Me Down.
and I loved you more than I could show. But sometimes we get hurt by what we don't know. When it rains and the black water rises, I hear your name in the wind in the night. When it rains and the black water rises, this ain't a game. I scream and I cry, and I pray that the water wash my sins away. Lay me down if they knew what I've done. Blood is flowing down the river and I'm holding the gun. And I'm not one to run, but my back is up on the wall. So I've got to leave town before the tide falls. Yeah, before the tide falls. Yeah, before the tide falls. Yeah. Wash me away. We haven't done that ending in so long. She wants to move to the city, a bigger one than ours, with famous bands at bars, or maybe out to the country, getting by on homegrown eggs, natural heating off the grid. But she's trying to be better about taking for granted how her friends know how to make her laugh, and finding pictures of her dad. She'll keep dreaming about the one, he's a planet, not a sun. Cause whether he's around or not, she's got a lot to learn to love a lot. I'm at the top of the mountain, I love this point of view, endless shades of blue, hear the drip of the fountain. I'm running out of youth, oh so much to do, but I'm trying to be better about taking advantage of how tonight's the youngest that I'll be, and my best days in front of me. If I place I'd rather be here right now. Yeah, there's no place I'd rather be than here with you right now.
Alas, we have reached the end of our show. I would like to take this time to thank the audio crew, the camera crew here, and everybody here at Audiotree that made this session possible. I'd love to thank Winyah for the amazing performance today. Thank you so much, guys. It was a blast.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. And lastly, I'd like to thank our viewers. If you're watching this and you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button because you really might find your next favorite band on here. Once again, my name is Jason. We appreciate your time so much, and we'll see you very soon. Peace.
All right, so you guys want to do it for real now?